Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spring 2023 Texas Tech University Commencement Ceremonies. Please join me in thanking the Texas Tech Commencement Band and conductor Dr. Sarah McCoyne, Director of Bands, for their contributions to this evening's ceremonies. Now entering the United Supermarkets Arena, the Mace of Texas Tech, the symbol of the university. The mace is carried by Dr. Jacqueline Cravens-Pickens, Associate Professor of Couple, Marriage, and Family Therapy, College of Human Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated and welcome the Spring 2023 graduates of Texas Tech University. Now entering the United Supermarkets Arena, degree candidates from the Graduate School. The banner is carried by Michael Wintemute. entering the United Supermarkets arena, the faculty banner. The banner bearer is Dr. Jones Sarturi, Associate Professor of Animal and Food Sciences, Gordon W. Davis College of Agricultural and Natural Resources. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the faculty of Texas Tech University, led by University Marshal Dr. Darrell James. Now entering the United Supermarkets arena, the stage party, led by University Marshal Dr. Rhonda Boros, Chair of the Convocations Committee. The stage party includes Joel Rivero, Student Government President, Sandra Otto, Staff Senate President, Dr. Courtney Gibson, Faculty Senate President, Dr. Courtney Myers, Teaching Academy Representative, Dr. Yahia Meshrif, Horn Professor, Dr. Ryan Litzy, Associate Dean of Libraries, Dr. Martin Camacho, Dean of the J.T. and Margaret Talkington College of Visual and Performing Arts, Dr. Mary Stevenson Norman, Assistant Dean of Graduate Studies for the College of Media and Communication, Dr. Tim Dodd, Dean of the College of Human Sciences, Dr. Stephen Bain, Interim Dean of the Edward E. Whitaker College of Engineering, Dr. Jesse Mendez, Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Margaret Williams, Dean of the Jerry S. Rawls College of Business, Dr. Tosha Dupras, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Upe Flukiger, Dean of the Tommy J. Huckabee College of Architecture, Dr. Clint Kriebel, Dean of the Gordon W. Davis College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, Dr. Mark Sheridan, Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Carol Sumner, Vice President of the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Dr. Joseph Heppert, Vice President for Research and Innovation, Dr. Ronald Hendrick, Provost of Texas Tech University, Clay Cash, Regent of the Board of Regents, Marcia Sharp, Lady Raider Head Coach Emerita, Dr. Lawrence Skuvanek, President of Texas Tech University.
Would you please rise and join us in the singing of our national anthem, played by the commencement band, conducted by Dr. Sarah McCoyne, and sung by Sergio Manzo, who is graduating with a master's degree in music this evening.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening. I'm Lawrence Skuvanik, President of Texas Tech University, and it is my pleasure to welcome each of you to this, the May 2023 commencement ceremony for the graduate school. It is now my pleasure to introduce Regent Clay Cash, who will give the welcome on behalf of the Texas Tech University Board of Regents.
Good evening. Y'all ready? Well, welcome to Texas Tech University and the United Spirit Supermarket Arena. On behalf of Texas Tech University System Board of Regents, I want to welcome each of you to our beautiful campus and congratulate the parents and other family members and friends who have joined us here today. Now, I would be remiss if I did not point out a very special group that made this entire thing happen, and that is all of our mothers and grandmothers. Let's give all of our mothers and grandmothers a round. Believe me, you would not be here. This is a time of celebration, not only for those in the crowds and on the floor today, but for also us on the stage and the faculty who have invested in you. As a Texas Tech alumnus, fellow Red Raider, I share the excitement with each graduate, and on behalf of the Board of Regents, I pay tribute to those of you who will receive your diplomas today. The fact that you are here is a sign of your commitment and your dedication. You've earned this degree through hard work, determination, and we congratulate you. "25 years ago, I was sitting where you were sitting. And after I graduated, we went to have a party, which I'm guessing some of you will do the same. My dad got up, and I was expecting glowing remarks about how proud, and I know he was, but he said, "Here's to Clay. He's off my payroll. Parents, you can use that one. That's not proprietary. Guys, please keep in touch. You're always welcome here. God bless, and as always, go Texas Tech.
Now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce today's commencement speaker. In her 24 seasons as head coach of the Texas Tech Lady Raiders, Marcia Sharp had a career record of 572 and 189 and led her teams to 8 conference championships, 10 Sweet 16 appearances, 4 Elite Eights, and a national championship in 1993. Despite all her successes on the court, Coach Sharp held her players' academic achievements above all else, ending her coaching career with nearly a perfect player graduation rate. Marcia Sharp is a person of exceptional character and accomplishment. As we commemorate our university's first century, it is a privilege to have this caliber of leader and legend addressing today's commencement exercise. Coach Marcia Sharp.
Good evening, y'all. I'm so honored to be here with you. Dr. Skuvenik, thank you again for inviting me to be a part of such a prestigious year and a great occasion. I love graduation time. There's so much energy and excitement in the air. People are so thrilled for all of you down here, and you're so thrilled for yourselves. It's just a great time to be here and to experience this with you, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do that. Congratulations to the graduates of 2023. I know all of you have pride in being a Red Raider, and we have a lot of pride in the fact that you are one and that you've gotten your degree, this degree. And I also want to say congratulations to your parents, families, and friends who have been with you every step of the way for this. And I know you're grateful for that, and so are we. I know you're excited about the next steps of your journey. And I think it's also really special that your graduation is taking place during the centennial year for this university we love. Texas Tech's 100th anniversary will always be a part of your story. Only people who have their diploma in the year 2023 will be able to say that, so you're going to be in a very elite and a select group. I think that's really great stuff. Congratulations to you for that. I tried to put a good deal of thought into what I would want to say to you and what I thought might be the most impactful words I could share. Maybe something that I have learned from my own personal experiences that I wanted to at least give you tonight to think about. And what I decided to share with you today deals with how we choose to make a difference for our world. There's no doubt that our world needs you. There are more needs, more people in crisis, and more opportunities to impact others than we have probably ever known in our nation or in our world. So I think we have a question that we all need to consider, and that is this: are my gifts and my talents and my education only to benefit me, or is there more? We live in a society that teaches us to promote self. And let me say right here that there is absolutely not anything wrong with success. I would always cheer for you to be successful. I hope you're successful financially. It's great to have nice things, to have the ability to do special things for your family and friends. I hope you do something really, really special that brings you some power or some influence with people because you're so dedicated to a cause that happens. Certainly, maybe there's some fame if you do something really, really impressive in your career. There's absolutely nothing wrong with any of these things, as long as they are not your total focus or motivation. My experiences let me know that it has to be about more than money, wins, or recognition. That those things should be a means to an end of more important endeavors. Sometimes that is called creating a platform about ways you can impact your world. For instance, many times athletes will use platforms which they have created based on successful careers to find ways to contribute in a positive way. It's the same concept that we see when political candidates talk to us about their platforms which contain issues that they are passionate about and things that they want to impact. Y'all, there's no better example than all of the graduates and the many other individuals who have been associated with this great university over the past century. So many of them have spent lifetimes making contributions for the greater good. They are shining examples of life well lived, and we would be so wise in so many ways to follow their lead. I encourage you to think about your own platform. What do you want to be about? I found a quote about the time I graduated from college, and it hangs on a wall in my office in my home all these years. And I really appreciate the words from Eleanor Roosevelt. I have never given very much thought to a philosophy of life, though I have a few ideas that I think are useful to me. One is that you do whatever comes your way as well as you can. Another is that you think as little as possible about yourself and as much as possible about others and things that are interesting. The third is that you get more joy out of giving joy to others and should put a great deal of thought into the happiness that you're able to give. I think the bigger picture for all of us is how our lives can have a positive impact on other people and our world. For some of you, it's going to be your life's calling. All of your education has gotten you to a point where you will have a career of service. It's what you've planned to do the entire time. That is such a fantastic thing for you to do. Certainly for everybody in here, it should be an intentional awareness of building strong, trusting relationships within your family and inner circle, and always showing up to support them. It may be because of a life experience that you've already had, or maybe you're going to have. And certainly it could just be a random connection that leads you to something that you're really passionate about doing. I am so grateful for the career I had at this great university. I was blessed to coach great players. There are banners and trophies in this arena which are very special and meaningful to me. However, the thing that I'm most grateful for is the platform that all of that has given me to attempt to be involved in lives and causes that are important to me. I can tell you that I always receive a greater blessing than I have ever given, by far. Those are the opportunities that I want for you. I would encourage you to put your head on a swivel. Look around you every day, beginning with this very moment, because random small acts of kindness, as you see needs around you every day, are really an important part of you. And you take that to the other end of the spectrum, to being a courageous voice for a cause that you believe is important. I know without hesitation that creating this platform and this mindset will lead you to a life full of purpose and joy. My best wishes to you as you begin your incredible journey. Best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Sharp. Some of our graduates, faculty, and staff are wearing camouflage stoles. The individuals wearing these stoles have served an active duty in our armed forces. With the graduates, the faculty, staff, and members of our audience who have served in the military, please rise so we may recognize and thank you for your service to our country. graduates, it's a privilege and personal pleasure to extend my congratulations to each of you and to share this occasion with you, your parents, and family and friends that are here. Graduation is an occasion that elicits special reflection. As graduates, I suspect you've reminisced with friends and your family and faculty about your experiences as a student. This is a time when you feel a special debt of gratitude to your graduate advisor and the colleagues who've been part of your development as a scholar. For all of us who have committed ourselves to the cause of higher education, this is an opportunity to personally observe your professional and personal growth and the manner in which you have represented and impacted the university. That has helped to reaffirm our commitment to the value of education. We are inspired by your talents and the prospect of what you'll achieve. Your graduating class is one of historical distinction. As a member of the class of 2023, you are graduating during Tech's centennial year. Without question, you've had to overcome hurdles, some of them uniquely significant. You've spent part of your time attaining your degree while navigating a global pandemic. You learned to be resourceful and adaptable. Those are traits that will serve you well for the rest of your life. On this occasion, I want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing to come to Texas Tech and entrusting us with the opportunity to be part of an important period of your life. I've been blessed to spend my life around people pursuing education. I've been inspired and humbled by the personal qualities of our students and the families and the faculty that support them. I have witnessed what education does for an individual and more generally our society. Our world needs Red Raiders, and I have no doubt you are prepared to make the world a better place. As you leave this campus, you do so with the skills and the qualities that reflect a Texas Tech education and the special culture of the Texas Tech family. That's a family that is characterized by an unpretentious nature, an exemplary work ethic, a can-do attitude, pride, and individualism. Texas Tech graduates who preceded you have set a high bar, but I have no doubt you will add to the legacy of this institution. That's what Red Raiders have been doing for 100 years. Remember that Texas Tech University will always be your home, and friendships made here will always be a part of your life. Return to campus when you can, and tell the world with pride that you are a Red Raider. To the class of May 2023, I extend my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for success. And always, go Tech.
We'll now proceed with the conferring of the degrees. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Degrees are awarded to those who successfully complete all the requirements established by the university and by the faculties of their colleges and departments. President Skuvanek, these candidates are recommended to you for the conferring of their respective degrees.
By the virtue of the authority invested in me by the Board of Regents of Texas Tech University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which the Provost has recommended you. Congratulations. Would you now please stand for the Matador song, which will be sung by Sergio Manzo.
Fight matadors for tech, songs of love we'll sing to thee. Bear our banners far and wide, ever to be our pride. Fearless champions ever be, stand on heights of victory, strive for honor evermore. Long live the matadors!
Thank you. You may be seated. We'll now proceed with the recognition of individual graduates. Graduates will meet their guests outside once their name is read. Thank you all for your attendance and participation in the May 2023 Texas Tech University Commencement.
We're pleased to recognize all of the candidates receiving graduate degrees awarded by the Graduate School. We will begin by recognizing those candidates who are receiving their doctoral degree, which is the highest academic achievement. These students have spent years studying and researching, and during that time have formed close relationships with their fellow students, staff, and faculty. Tonight, by tradition, the doctoral candidate will be vested with the doctoral hood by their principal faculty advisor, which is an honor for both the candidate and their faculty member. Following the recognition of our doctoral candidates, we will recognize those students receiving master's degrees.
Dr. Michael T. Wintemute, hooded by Professor Glenn Cummins, banner bearer for the Graduate School. Dr. Logan Reed Wilkes, hooded by Professor Harvinder Gill. Dr. Junwao Wang, hooded by Professor Yahia Meshrif. Dr. Rita Zafar Rafei, hooded by Professor Yahia Meshrif and Dr. Farah Meshrif. Dr. Amape Whitfield Petkoff, hooded by Professor Jason Tam. Dr. Michaela Jean Cohun Quintero, hooded by Professor Monica Martin. Dr. Annie Rosalie Allen Schrader, hooded by Professor Jisik Cho. Dr. Alex Matthew Washburn, hooded by Professor Paul Sylvester. Dr. Ana Belia Gonzalez, hooded by Professor Renee Saldana. Dr. Ryan E. Ferguson, hooded by Professor Stephanie J. Jones. Dr. Roxanne Amy Royalty, hooded by Professor Stephanie J. Jones. Dr. Joan Potter Brunet, hooded by Professor Stephanie J. Jones. Dr. Caitlin Renee Wesley, hooded by Professor Bradley Johnson. Dr. Taylor Morgan Smock, hooded by Professor Kristen Hales. Dr. Ija Young, hooded by Professor Dimitri Pappas. Dr. Michelle Elizabeth Zwybach, hooded by Professor Stephanie Barbary. Dr. Ariel Patrice Kirkland, hooded by Professor Juliana Carpenter. Dr. Cassie N. Gregory, hooded by Professor Christy Chapman. Dr. Joel Christopher Bell, hooded by Professor Tara Stevens. Dr. Jessica Linz Jackson, hooded by Professor Tara Stevens. Dr. Misty Michelle Boggs Lopez, hooded by Professor Tara Stevens. Dr. Matthew Wayne Nichols, hooded by Professor Dusty Palmer. Dr. Marshall James Heron, hooded by Professor Dusty Palmer. Dr. Jarrett Lanier Hostess, hooded by Professor Dusty Palmer. Dr. Janina M. Roberts, hooded by Professor Dusty Palmer. Dr. Mary Ann Maxwell, hooded by Professor Dusty Palmer. Dr. Cheryl Ann Bottoms Brewer, hooded by Professor Jong-hee Kim. Dr. Ubaldo Cirlos Jr., hooded by Professor Jong-hee Kim. Dr. Gustavo Perez, hooded by Professor Jong-hee Kim. Dr. Susanna Linnea Cottrell, hooded by Professor Jong-hee Kim. Dr. Melinda Ann Lucko, hooded by Professor Jong-hee Kim. Dr. Elizabeth Top Clammer, hooded by Professor Heather Greenhall Spencer. Dr. Jamie King Boleyn, hooded by Professor Heather Greenhall Spencer. Dr. Diane Renee Smedley, hooded by Professors Brett Hendricks and Professor Loretta Bradley. Dr. Michelle Renee Tanner, hooded by Professor Brett Hendricks. Dr. Jianyu Young, hooded by Professor Janice Killian. Dr. Malitha Chaturanga Rajabakasha Manakunabambi, hooded by Professor Sanjaya Sanahira. Dr. Maria Hossein Sochi, hooded by Professor Will Armstrong. Dr. Ann Min Vong Tran, hooded by Professor Drew Winters. Dr. David Lawrence Ryan, hooded by Professor Derek Oler. Dr. Homa Chuabtrarush Abadare, hooded by Professor Shane Bloom. Dr. Rafael Farias Casal, hooded by Professor Brian A. Norman. Dr. Pritam Kumar Mandal, hooded by Professor Brian Norman. Dr. William James Milestone, hooded by Professor Ravindra Joshi. Dr. Saeed Nafis Sami, hooded by Professor Ravindra Joshi. Dr. Omut Ozuguzol, hooded by Professor Carol Korsaneski. Dr. Marlene Galvan, hooded by Professor Bo Falaja and Professor Kendall Gertis. Dr. Leon Lee, hooded by Professor Hoyoung Xiao. Dr. Karina Alvarado, hooded by Professor Andreas Peralta. Dr. Stephanie Lynn Reyes, hooded by Professor Alan Zabriskie. Dr. Esteban Leonardo Garcia, hooded by Professor Kevin Wass. Dr. Yuzhang John, hooded by Professor David Forrest. Dr. Brittany Nicole Nielsen, hooded by Professor Martina Klein. Dr. Amanda Lee Gonzalez, hooded by Professor Jessica Gottlieb. Dr. Delphine Brocard, hooded by Professor Lisa Phillips. Dr. Jordan Elizabeth Rodriguez, hooded by Professor Jessica L. Alquist. Dr. Juan Gilberto Garcia Cancel, hooded by Professor Robert D. Cox. Dr. Caitlin Alexandra Milstead, hooded by Professor Jacqueline Cravens Pickens. Dr. Linda Christina Rost, hooded by Professor Rebecca Height. Dr. John Martin Frederick, hooded by Professor Lisa Rogers. Dr. Han Shui Gao, hooded by Professor Carla Davis Cash. Dr. Luca Badarina, hooded by Professor Branimir Segvich. Dr. Jacob Thomas Vasquez, hooded by Professor Amy Boren Alpizar. Dr. Isabel Castillo Cortez, hooded by Professor Antonio Ladera. Dr. Angela Dawn Westerfield, hooded by Professor Fernando Valle. Dr. Candace McCall Cross, hooded by Professor Irma Almajer. Dr. Frank Dongwoo Saw, hooded by Professor Darren Hudson. Dr. Stefania Chirico Chile, hooded by Professor Paul F. Egan. Dr. Laura Andrea Ward, hooded by Professor Stephen Bain. Dr. Susan Yasil Havazogolu, hooded by Professor Lee Doomer. Dr. Emily Frances Salas Groves, hooded by Professor Shannon Gallion. Dr. Kyle Richard Russell, hooded by Professor Peter Dautre. Dr. Jiaoyu Li, hooded by Professor Mayuk Das. Dr. Swarupa Nanda Mandal, hooded by Professor Benildo de los Reyes. Dr. Troy Jackson Ostmeyer, hooded by Professor Krishna Jagadish. Dr. Reem Hassan Bagais, hooded by Professor Dabachotoy Pati. Dr. B. Tyler Ashford de la Plaine, hooded by Professor Dabachoy Pati. Dr. Grant Greenwood, hooded by Professor John McNaughton. Dr. Emily Elise Wright, hooded by Professor Robert D. Bradley. Dr. Jency Marie Huey, hooded by Professor Karen Alexander. Dr. Roshan Thapa, hooded by Professor Peter Keel. Dr. Bipalna Thapalia, hooded by Professor Yu Zhong. Dr. Simonida Dragovich, hooded by Professor Lauren Salazar. Dr. Mariam Yikfala, hooded by Professor Benjamin J. Wiley. Dr. Evan Jamal von Alst, hooded by Professor Benjamin J. Wiley. Dr. Sydney Elaine Brammer, hooded by Professor Narisra Punyant Carter. Dr. Bethany Page Pitchford, hooded by Professor Amy Korber. Dr. Rabo John, hooded by Professor Ronadip Paul. Dr. J. Edward Francis Bates, hooded by Professor Valerie Payton. Dr. Manya Abrahamizi Zada, hooded by Professor Jessica Wan. Dr. Luis Felipe Gutierrez, hooded by Professor Akbar Namin. Dr. Neil Gregory Vaz, hooded by Professor Michelle Pantoja. Dr. Nan Hu, hooded by Professor Matt Olson. Dr. Eric David Millman, hooded by Professor Robert Peasley. Dr. Daisy Christina Millman, hooded by Professor Meglina Sternadori. Dr. Tony Wydell Miller, Jr., hooded by Professor Lucy Ariano. Dr. Alexander Olshansky, hooded by Professor Justin Keene. Dr. Tyler J. Wickstrom, hooded by Professor Brian Ansell. Dr. David Andres Vargas Arroyo, hooded by Professor Marcos Sanchez and Professor Marcus Miller. Dr. Samuel C. Uche, hooded by Professor Conrad Leifert. Dr. Kimberly Jean Jones, hooded by Professor Shirley Madison. Dr. Benji Lemuel Ortiz Del Valle, hooded by Professor Jo-Woon Chong. Dr. Michelle Nicole Cowan, hooded by Professor Scott Whedon. Dr. Deidre Walker Crane, hooded by Professor Jacob Kirksey. Dr. Kristen Elizabeth Mansell, hooded by Professor Jacob Kirksey. Dr. Angela Ray Crevar, hooded by Professor Jacob Kirksey. Dr. Angela Michelle Serino, hooded by Professor Jacob Kirksey. Dr. Wai-Hung Ho, hooded by Professor Thomas L. Gibson. Dr. Vincent Spivak, hooded by Professor Robin Locke. Dr. Nancy Willingham Solis, hooded by Professor Robin Locke. Dr. Brittany Nicole Withers, hooded by Professor Robin Locke. Dr. Julia Elizabeth Tatum, hooded by Professor Sarah McCoyne. Dr. Pershana Danielle Johnson, hooded by Professor Sarah McCoyne. Dr. Davi Valerio de Quiros Rodriguez, hooded by Professor Chengzi Li. Dr. Joshua Chalber Kolseth, hooded by Professor William Wenthy. Dr. Khalil Mahmoud Khalil Abusal, hooded by Professor Aaron Braver. Dr. Sarah Renee Ryan, hooded by Professor Elisa Zellinger. Dr. Jesse Lee Rogers, hooded by Professor Ryan Hackenbrocht. Dr. Brooke Lee McClurg, hooded by Professor Leslie Jill Patterson. Dr. Joseph Aaron Beard, hooded by Professor Abigail Swingen. Dr. Isaias Lopez Ferreira, hooded by Professor Annie Chalix-Boyle. Dr. Yifan Tang, hooded by Professor Annie Chalix-Boyle. Dr. Caitlin Anna Marie Mullins, hooded by Professor Andrew Shin. Dr. Temitope Emmanuel Kibiyemi, hooded by Professor Wilna Odawage Theron. Dr. Kimberly Kester Post, hooded by Professor John Rayfield.
We'll now proceed with the recognition of those candidates receiving master's degrees.
Sydney Hack, Tiffany Alexis Talamantes, Perla Cervantes Souza, Jason Philip Hilskin, Gina Monique Camacho, Paloma Lizette Vargas Puentes, Angel Marie Hammond, Elizabeth Perry Turner, Miguel Eliezer Ojeda, Myra Ramirez, magna cum laude. Clydes Adela Pinkert. Peyton Kennedy Fisher, magna cum laude. Ashley Marie King, cum laude. Megan Holly Danielle. Autumn Marie No. Savannah Hope Strait. Wylan Reed Harris. Madeline Aliyah Castillo. Amy Duarte. Jasmine Lee Martinez. Brandon John Shoemaker. Diane Chloe Naynar. Lena Jane Johnson Barajas. Tina Rebecca Cook. Stephen James Casasa. Jessica Brandy Coffey. Dejane Elena Aghamba. Derek Coffey. Megan Renee Metzig, magna cum laude. Nicholas Wilson Marcinski. Courtney Jean Park. Sarah Catherine Warner. Austin James Phillips, summa cum laude. Maxwell Anthony Noble. Hunter Lee Ingram. Emily Blair Crump. Emily Sarah Anderson. Sydney Alexandra Pyland, magna cum laude. Norma Morillo. Michaela Danielle Marches, summa cum laude. Kelly Ann Cochran Coleman. Kenneth Trey Ruland. Marcia Solane Nasisco Nascimento. Tony Bradford Jr. Michael John Gonzalez Jr. Lauren Grace James. Karina Dominguez, magna cum laude. Garrett Wortham. Namrata Mohan. Thomas Kevin Chen. Thomas Alberto Germain. James Bradley Alpers. William Allen Fiala III. Jacob Reed Willis. Justin McDaniel. Javier Manuel Huado, Karen Lynn Bailey Mauricio, Dan Petrovich, Catherine Page Hames, Melanie Nicole Frasca, Crystal Coleza Deville, Gregorio Alberto Cavazos, Aaron Ann Liel, magna cum laude, Fermin Romo Jr., Justin Mitchell Crow, Burusotman Ahiladas, Alejandro Christian Valiz, Mason Thomas Schmidt, summa cum laude, Carson Thomas Eccles, summa cum laude, Amina Kapuswala, Natalie Edith Cervantes, Megan Ann Carswell Payne, Molly Miller Andrade, Aminat Adijola Animashwan, Gabrielle Grace Witten, Sierra Mackenzie Puente, Zuriel Ulanda Sanders, Carrie Calendar, Mackenzie Emma Cox, Michelle Lynn Sorwine, Courtney Brianna Lee, Esther Nuhu, Sierra Lynn West, Lorraine Kathleen Ronahan, summa cum laude, Sophia Anne-Marie Querez, summa cum laude, Praise Ehiro Kolawale, Reagan Blair Heinrich, Benjamin Olsen Warner, Cole Ryan McCabe cum laude, Brendan Patrick Conroy, Braxton Walker Martindale, magna cum laude, Chloe Allison O'Rear, Ashley Payson Whitehead, Caitlin Adriana Plate, Desiree Nicole Pete, Ashley Ann Seifert, Jera Ashlyn Grover, Sarah Marisa Vermeister, Carlos Alejandro Guerrero, Jacob Tiga Sweet, Molly Ann May summa cum laude with honors from the Honors College. Ebire Chuko, Chidima Onko Chuko. Ashley Marie Gonzalez, cum laude. Kaylee Rachel Hurst. Emily Claire Netuno, magna cum laude. Madison McKay Lytle, cum laude. Haley Noel Lowan, summa cum laude with honors from the Honors College. Aimula Jang Refati, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Christian Ramirez. Sarah Elizabeth Haker, summa cum laude with honors from the Honors College. Cameron Case Ruiz. Thomas Allen Crom. Hunter Gage Blair. Samuel Cosgrave Philemon. Eli Fink. Casey Grove. Juan Daniel Pedro Hernandez. Manish Pandey. Pega Abidi. Sophia Moya Rubio, summa cum laude. Yoon Jung Kim. Mubtasim Sheikh, summa cum laude. Caden Shane Langan, cum laude. Tyler Andrew Payne. Kylie Brown, summa cum laude. Kennedy Beth Ernest, summa cum laude. Callie Rose Gable, summa cum laude with honors from the Honors College. Cameron Alexis Warren. Michaela Elizabeth Conway. Madison Grace Wedge. Travis Ford Osick. McCall Reed Cody. Logan T. Pearsall. Glenn Scott Griffin. Ryan Jesse Kerwin. Megan Elizabeth Tudora. Luis Araizi Jr. David Zachary Graves. Benjamin Mark Kirolos, cum laude. Stephanie Yvette Perales. Harris bin Zulhelmi Nadesan. Ryan Jordan Martinez. Kyle Jacob Wood. Jasmine Wen Kati. Joshua Edward Garza, summa cum laude. Lauren Alina Harris. Sarah Elizabeth McCormick. Landry Dietrich. Courtney Danielle Morris. Allison Page Rodriguez. Nicole Lynn Regal. Samantha Nicole Coyer, summa cum laude. McKenna Marie Johnson. Brandon Maxine Williams. Kimberly Nicole Luco. Brittany Taylor Couch. Catherine Virginia Gatelin. Elizabeth Nicole Sargent, summa cum laude. Gabriela Denise Guerra. Riley Odom, summa cum laude. Caden Gage Sandoval. Brooklyn Lane Moffitt. Trevor Ray Quinn. Matthew B. Barnett. Sarah Carmichael. Stephen Kurtz West. Richard Wondale Daniel Jr. Gabriela Marisol Garcia. Sawyer Mackenzie Copeland. Michaela Marie Baeza. Conrad Dale Higgins. Miguel S. Carrasco. Veronica Romo. Elise Dominic Maurice. Alexandra Michelle Cox. Kaylee Nicole Weiner. Delaney Faith Edwards. Chandler Anthony Davis, magna cum laude with honors from the Honors College. Jackson Wallace Wise. Zachary Scott Chavez. Lauren Taylor Steele, magna cum laude. Morgan Ray Grash, summa cum laude. Cameron Lee Newberry. Anthony Ryan Ciccarone. Kenneth Vance Nelson. Jana Aliso Jaramillo. Delaney Antoinette Frazier. Marisa Ann Garcia. Jacqueline Angel Pena. Claire Oyento. James Guevara. Lawrence Swanson. Caitlin Mott. Erin Wilson Dunand. Laura Kate Carlock. Amanda Kate McDonald. Clara Jewel Feldhauser, Luis Contreras, Cassidy Joanne Forehand, Francisco Javier Villarroel Huerta, Ashley Stanton, Rachel A. Reed, Tyra Alexandra Marks, Nereida Cecineros, Joseph William White, Kelsey Ann Morris, Shawangi Goyal, Telesin Voldemichael Eob, Mohammed Ridwan Rahman, Carly Meredith Bell, Andrew J. Harper, Ryan P. Jeffcoat, Alfredo Posado Pastor, Luke Allen Conrad, Derek Ron Williams, Amanda Rose Rich, Megan Elizabeth Matthews, Edgar Amberto Motiano Hernandez, Michaela Brene Langham, April Alexandra Cordero, Abel Jesus Gonzalez, Raimundo Retana Hernandez, Graham McCabe, Megan Maureen Reynolds, Ambrosia Nayola, Jacqueline Newen, Judith Pamela Peralta Velasquez, Maria Guadalupe Martinez, Elias Hernandez, Marisa Larry Stevens, Patrick Wendell Mullins, Everett Maxine Johnson, Emily Virginia Mora, Saul G. Ortega, Carla Daniela Hernandez, Georgia Caitlin Thomas, Chantal Rivas Castillo, Christian Alejandro Solis, Erica Regina Lechuga, Boston Brewster Billings, Rachel Nicole Dane, Alexis Margaret Hunsucker, Megan Michelle Cohn, Benjamin Eric Warner, Rebecca Ann Carpenter, Jillian Bourne, Chelsea Miranda Castellanos, Christine Eos Ewald, Zachary Stephen Worley, Nigel Khalil Rare Kathy, Euachius Darnell Deshay McGee, Miriam R. Nahimana, Elner Adel Zarabi, Sarah Elizabeth Mayhew, Patrick Allen Jones, Alice Anna Bryant, Matthew A. Chilcote, Jehan Farhad Hormazdi, Mary Grace Eckensberger, Zara Kodabaksh, Zachary Jordan Goforth, Bryce Nicole Martin, Oliver James Powell, Joshua Shane Dees, Hannah Elizabeth El Aliman, Brendan Anthony Triola, Seisha Gabriela Gonzalez, Malina Renee Barboza, Taylor Elizabeth Harris, Isla Lynette Hughes, Jania Antoinette Gilmore, Jesse Erin Johnson, Elizabeth Helene Stewart, Andrea Celeste Medrano, Ariella Colleen Cantu, Estrella Danielle Sierra, and Joel Jare Wilcox, Migdalia Alejandra Cerda, Ashley Joe Boyd, Mary Grace Festa, Sarah Elizabeth Sidor, Rebecca Jane Grikitis Andrews, Jesus Daniel Rodriguez, Daniela Nicole Vasquez, Colin Alexander Ashby, Ellen Ruth Anthony Wiley, Amy Marie Beebe, Brittany Nicole Beltran, Timothy Russell Bouchouan, Priscilla Jeanette Colmenaro, Jessica West, Ileana V. Garcia, Emily A. Rich, Megan Ashley Goss, Brittany Marie Yak, Taylor Beth Schertz, Connor Cameron McKenzie, Tanner Staten Thompson, Haley Marie Eremospi, Madeline Nicole Baker, Alexandra Perez Gonzalez, Takia Hill, Sarah Abigail May, Daniela A. Garcia Bustos, Julia Isabel Hernandez, Angela Jeanette Dunn, Caleb Don Ward, Madeline Grace Gunnels, Sam Casford Malone, Tyler John Flesser, Edward Rogers Kemp IV, Matthew Dean Fowler, Xavier Manuel Moncada, Cassie Elizabeth Linda Mood, Shanitra Chanel Bryant, Paula Denise Newt, Kiana Lechi Duplanta, Marcus A. Arnold, Cole Errington Collier, Joshua Isaiah Jacobs, Abigail Marie Fleischman, Mackenzie Grace Flash, Esther Anahi Melgar Sorto, Manola Ixchel Asjet Reis, Leah K. Gustafson, John Carico, Hallie Alisa Mayat, summa cum laude with honors from the Honors College, Jinsol Kong, Reina Tanimoto, Katie Miranda McQueen, Aline Amy Kenfak Jeme, Angela Rose Pineda, Kevin Andia Hernandez, Asako Higurashi, Chinni Shawau, Jude Dua Mensah, Joseph Donovan Garcia, Daiki Sumatso, Lucas Todd Dettering, magna cum laude, Catherine Sutter, Brooke Ann Tuma, Cody James Scrivener, Alisa Tehemik, Shelby Maria Chopper, John Patrick Reinhardt, Diane Lynn Johnson, Fabiola Liliana Carrion Anampa, Alora Joanne Vela, Cole Tyler Jackson, Hayden Matthew Springer, Kenley Frazier, Andreas Mendiazabal Hegoros, Tatum Ann Whitewood, Kylie Alexandra Harlan, Reagan Elizabeth Ellison, Macy Janet Loving, Joshua Reed Odom, Alexis Marie Everett, Shannon Ahern, Riker James Tracy, Kylie Shea Wright, Lindsay Nicole Foster, Claudia Maricela Molina, Morgan Emily Hope Hendon, Elise McKenna Nicole, Nathan Lee Sellers, Brandy Marie Minyard, Zachary Thomas Raymond, Noah Hansen Alford, Isaiah Gabriel Thomas, Joshua Ryan Groover, Lin Yu Dong, Jonathan Devon Armijo, Jacob Thomas, Maya A, Doris Milady Pernia Ripley, Danielle Marie Dunn, Sarah Alfredson Roberts, Tyler Henderson, Francis Onyemachi Okafor, Joseph Bradley Denton, Adiola Dorcas Adiume, Megan Cole Darling, Brandy Leanne Barrera, Haley Michelle McBrayer, Isolda Gomez Dukai, Cole Nelson Kuczmarski, Rommel B. Hover, Lauren Maria McDonald B. Digger, Courtney Renee Ferguson, Aiden Deuce Walker, Megan Michelle Pena, Amanda Vaughn, Alex Ray Lukey, Casey Lynn Davis, Pani Bhushan Sivaraju, Ome Fatima Sultana, Ryan Prowse, Caitlin Ann Saur, John Brian Tobin, Ross Dominic Mayoral, Ava Rhiannon Stafford, Nathan Connor Respondek, Adeep Singh Ball, Mamata Anil Anita Parab, Manasi Anil Anita Parab, Madison McKinsey Craigie, Elena Shanae Spriggs, Garrett Falls, Terry Michelle Means Floyd, Wee Tan Win, Kristen Anna Banford, Mackenzie Ann Lewis, Alexis Shonier Rivalsi Lee, Wasiuddin Najam, Garrett Adrian Wesley, Jared Glenn Hester, Andrew Dankwa Adiobo, Zaumana Keita, Manuel Aguilar Alonso, Samantha King, Kristen Gale McGee, Travis Allen William Guedenrath, Alida Alejandra Souza, Brian David Alvidrez. Peter King David Egby Jr. Rebecca Jennifer Smart. Selena Alexis Morley. Kelsey Michelle Johnson. Allison Catherine McCain. Riley Jade Fryer. Joshua Garrett Winslow. Kyler B. Kunzler. Molly Ann Dowling. Charles Wayne Turman. Blake Harrison Fisher. Michael Anthony Ortiz. Brittany Chanel Taryn Aaron. Leonce Emilio Luis Gutierrez III. Nicholas Cole Tauschek. Zipporah Kwamboka Sikini. Richie Vikram Vyas. Anton Joseph Reed. Amanda Carolina Salazar. Kylie Lane Harmon. Amalu Job. Hamid Amini. Tara Bayat. Ali Baliki. Javeria Baig. Sarah Fikri Abdelahadi Metwali. Mohammed Mir. Tamaratare Olusuren Ogu. Swastika Candel. Dominique Oakley Mashburn. Cynthia Valentina Mejia. Mary Obegela Obanar, magna cum laude. Abudi Marie Noel Njombe cum laude. Alan Isaac Gaduno. Kelly John Wetzel Jr. Oren David Gotchi. Aaron Grant Peng. Peyton David Juarez. Nicholas Jeffrey Dodson. Nabiha Salva Syed. Hannah Leila Mahai. Courtney Rose Longway. Presley Page Black. Serena Mangano. Wendy M. Whiteman. Angela Alonso Zayens, Miguel Angel Cano, Ferdous Ibnul Ferhan, Braden Neil Crozier, magna cum laude, Alisa Noel Garza Lopez, Logan Michael Baird, Sami Mohammed Al-Sahari, Maria Eduarda Lopez, Elias Fernandez Cardoso Neto, Laura Penelope Bilbao, Arif Ahmed, Kalista Shea Calderon, Leah Danielle McDonald, summa cum laude, Elizabeth Diane Roughton, magna cum laude, Brennan Riley, Annalise Marie Jabber, cum laude, Nayeli Cruz Hernandez, cum laude with honors from the Honors College, Paige Christina Riddle Hayes, cum laude, Ricky Tai Kuwach, Karen James Atkin, cum laude, Matthew Brandon Rotman, Francis Vodio Nizigi Yamana, Akosowa Samira Marie Oyi Kolawole, Stephanie Lizette Perez Rondon, Sophia Sarah George, Michaela Rhiannon Marigan, K. James Summerall, Ashley Ozamagbe Idehan, Lauren Sophia Fernandez, Sarah Renee Tate, Michelle Gassan Gazavoy, Jared Benjamin Griffith, Binda Khatri, Muhammad Ridwan Mustafa, Junaid Ashar, Chilzin Huang, Emily Michelle Evans, Zoyana Angelique Dawkins, Vivian Ho, Destiny R. Wells, Trailer C. Moses, Alejandro Gutierrez Carballo, magna cum laude, Jennifer Robin Harris, Megan Renee Mahurin, Sydney Lytle Norman, Emreen Musa Sadek, Elizabeth Jewel Delois Pryor, Haley Michelle Tober, Morgan Marie Hamburg, Carla America Satiana, Cassie Linda Hernandez, Candice Doxey, John McKinnon Bundy, Kennedy Kaylin McLeod, Hannah Joy Russell, Lindsay Torres, Madeline Hart, Jacob William Robertson, Jonathan DeLuna Rodriguez, John Mark Ford, Erika Estrella Valencia, Karen Smith, Crystal Leanne Gomez, Lainey Ann Boyd, Megan Jo Nelson, Barrett Duncan, Aliyah Jintet, Leons Juniors Boboro Sieg Sanao, Shiza Tahir Abdullah, Jamie Lee, Caitlin Morphis, Jinwoo Choi, Marisa Rose Thorpe, Yuan Chen Annabelle Chen, Martin Teddy Obuso, Simon Shibuze Ajoku, Justin Job Sibichan, Aman Karki, Pawan Kumar Saw, Abhishek Ramesh, Prajwal Mastur Chandrasekhar, Chelsea Lynn Daniels, Nella Monique Sherwan Hopkins, Joanna Sarah Lee Garcia, Saros Dueja, Prastab Dakal, Debadri Mukherjee, Vidur Vishnudat Sudhir, Aizaz Mahmoud, Randy Emmanuel Mendoza, Clayton Jewel Miller, Jacob Ryan Dellinger, Alan Kai, Nathaniel Victor Simpson, Mariam Nurolana Shamagadam, Pratibha Samar Bahadur Maurya, Brandon Wayne Dalton, Bryce James Ruwalt, Annalisa Michelle Dalkey, Morgan Marie Phillips, Tinake Osa Putri, Crystal Kayhan Borhani, Chastity Marie Chavez, Lachelle Renee Robbins, Chaiti Debbie, Mariana Kozalski, Evelyn K. Woodward, William Jason Renter, Taylor Christian Smith, Brooke Dion Hill, Jane Catherine Hawks, Nicholas Adam Flott, Benjamin Walker Campbell, Sergio Ruben Monzo, Sneha Shrestha, Rahul Lamba, Sahil Gaikwad, Suraj Musa Sande, Himanshu Garg, Jawad Shadman Siddiq, Ali Zwawi, Jordan K. Ruiz, Catherine Elizabeth Hoffman, Cole H. James, Eileen Nicole Berry, Austin Nelson, Caroline Nicole Mahavir, Jared Charles Jones, Nicholas Cleveland Taylor, Bridget Marie Mann, Ivan Ojewek Kokoro, Folayemi Emmanuel Ogunfuye, Patrick Nedudi Enuwan Yu Jr., Damola Samuel Adenugwaba, Danielle Olusowigan Ozowige, Chibuke Anthony Von Moore, Ayobami Samson Odumuyiwa, Otilia Sada Master, Kylie G. Watson, Courtney Ann Bunker, Carlos Cantu Jr., Rushit Mahendra Parmar, Muhammad Milan Sarkar, Francis Daloma, Muhammad Kizer Hayat, Higma Sri Edupaganti, Sahiti Reddy Suraka, Rajeshwari Maunika Darba, Himanshu Rana, Muhammad Nazmuz Saeed Sharon, Alejandro Dianda, Miguel Angel Hernandez, Hamadou Kaudous Fofana, Zerubbabel Arma, Marie Charbel Richnell S. Maiwo, Bobby Claude Cook, Alicia Francis Sachs, Cooper Weldon Seegers, Meredith Ann Flint, Jessica Rose McDonald, Steve Manfred Fossey Nevaye, Robert Moon Jamar, Eric Matthew Garza, Benjamin Howard Douglas, Nguyen Thuy Lin Tran, Camelia Mirzain Ansari, Talha Farouk, Sohail Mehdi Mohammed Mehdi Saeed, Aviral Srivatsava, Viraj Girishbhai Vaishnav, Dai Kishorbhai Shingala, Holly Elizabeth Yeager, Praveen Sapidi, Vamsi Krishna Pagadala, Navya Puttagonta, Saini Yanala, Shubham Kupili, Binduwalika Karuturi, Lakshmi Sai Vedavyas Gomala, Jagadish Madineni, Avanti Reddy Yachavarupa, Madhuri Gangadharan, Sai Pranita Reddy Challapuram, Hernan Virgilio Kaye, Tajamul Siddiq Mohammed, Moon Tasir, Aman Raziuddin Imamdar, Safiya Sultana, Tulasi Priya Nallapodula, Kedar Swami Kokiligada, Sai Nikhil Ketireddy, Anvesh Karnati, Rohit Kumar Reddy Anugu, Barsha Tapa, Nisha Gurung, Pratisara Shakya, British Iyer, Phil Tuku Kamau, Rishita Reddy Kondakendi, Soumya Shetty, Alekia Kopaka, Vamsi Krishna Mupala, Edwin Sahil Samuel Kati, Srija Pullakandam, Vishwanath Boyina, Rashmi Mamidi, Venkata Revant Kollipara, Bhavana Kucharlapati, Bhuvaneshwari Inja, Veda Vandana Kadakam, Arjun Reddy P. Reddy, Nikhil Lalam, Varsha Jayachandra Reddy, Pratyusha Sorla, Arun Kumar Beldhi, Akila Nara, Venkata Avinash Macha, Karthik Sirigiri, Shravan Kumar Reddy Chira, Elham Shakil Inamdar, Faraz Saeed, Nikhil Suresh Adzul, Sri Nagini S. Ette, Viraj Manohar Patil, Sai Praneeth Parasa, Sai Siddhartha Kadiyala, Pranavi Pagala, Rishma Mantina, Satya Supriya Dasari, Venkata Hemant Srivilliputur, Satya Rama Vamsi Krishna Muppana Boyena, Nitish Reddy Barla, Dinesh Reddy Yaramada, Zainab Bisola Bella, Uduchakwu Chiago Zikam Ugona Nwandikam, Akil Katkam, Gaya Bagam, Ravi Shankar Gogineni, Siva Narasimhan Kotapati, Rajasekara Reddy Gyalavarthi, Spandana Batineni, Lakshmi Deepika Yeluri, Divya Uma Sai Manvana, Bhuwana Kirti Mari, Sravani Mandua, Pratyusha Mandava, Akhil Bandi, Venkatasai Kiran Curati, Krishna Teja Nalluri, Sai Varshit Reddy Dubudu, Arun Kumar Reddy Pondugola, Rushikesh Machindra Kamkar, Julie Abhay Kulkarni, Geeta Shruti Nutalapati, Julia Elizabeth Anderson, Sri Harathi Kamada, Rupa Singamaneni, Sravani Bodempudi, Maunika Bimineni, Sai Venkata Reddy Wanga, Naga Manoj Chittiprolu, Diego Gregorio Martinez, Muhammad Saidul Islam Majumdar, Muhammad Zakir Hossain, Su Piet Hailing, Shekhar Reddy Mittapalli, Vishnuvardhan Rao Machineni, Jagadish Nallani, Lakshman Kishore Kopisetti, Ramyasri Nallani, Rohit Yara, Rajani Priya Danda, Vijay Kumar Thanikonda, Harshit Raj Muniraj, Emmanuel Oluwasen Obasanya.